If you need anything, dear, just sing it out.
This week on iTunes, forget the Grammys, forget the Junos. The island has the Music PEI Awards, and you're about to take a musical red carpet ride through a baker's dozen of songs by this year's nominees. That means everything from Prix de l'Acadie to Album of the Year. Yous ready, PEI? Let's get her done! How's she going, Prince Edward Island? I am your host, Adam Michael James, and you are listening to the PEI Arts Award-nominated iTunes for the week of March 7th, 2025. And you may have noticed that this podcast is now going up on Fridays instead of Sundays. I thought maybe it would give y'all a chance to be able to listen to the show over the weekend, and also that it might give me a chance to have a weekend. So let's give this Friday thing a try, and why not start it out by putting a glass up to the door that separates us from this year's Music PEI Award nominees. That's what this entire episode is going to be about, and I'm bringing you jams from 13 of these nominees, so how about we just get to it already? Oh, housekeeping note. Music PEI started out as the Prince Edward Island Music Awards Association in 2001, and they've been an advocate for the island music scene ever since, working to promote, foster, and develop both artists here and the music industry here. Hey, iTunes is about a lot of that too. Guess that kind of makes this podcast and Music PEI kindred spirits. Though which of us is Anne and which of us is Diana, you'll have to decide. Now, I promised you a musical magic red carpet ride, and certainly Egypt is a place one would ride one. That's where our first nominee Hikato hails from, and dude is in serious good company. His dad, Riyad El Hamshari, was huge in that country's music scene, so Hikato, who came to the island around 2019, certainly has that talent in his own DNA. And he would have been content being a software developer like he planned, but last summer he went from tinkering with music himself to releasing his own, and because he made that move, his is now up for 5 Music PEI Awards, 3 for his debut song Enough, Custom Single of the Year, Album Art of the Year, and Digital Presence of the Year. He's up for Music Video of the Year for his clip Days Go By, and overall he's vying for New Artist of the Year along with Betty, Carly Howell, Gizmo, and Louisa Guiza. Guess Music PEI couldn't get enough, and neither will you. Here's Hikato, our very own Pharaoh of PEI with Enough, on this 2025 Music PEI Award nominees edition of iTunes.
just wanna feel loved in this chaotic place. Oh, is that not
Hikato starting the parade of this year's Music PEI Award nominees with his first ever cut, Enough, which came out last June. Ready for some post-punk? That's a genre described as inspired by punk, but less aggressive and more experimental. I would guess also requiring less safety pins, but I'm not the expert. Absolute Losers are. And in 2023, the trio of Daniel Hardinger and brothers Sam and Josh Langell put out their self-recorded album At the Mall, earning themselves last year's Music PEI Award for New Artist of the Year. This year, it's a track from that record that's got them nominated for Album of the Year, Music Video of the Year, Pop Recording of the Year, and Custom Single of the Year, for which their competitors are Logan Richard, Lawrence Maxwell and Brooke MacArthur, Hikato, and Betty. I'm not a Betty man, but I'd say with 4 nominations, these guys are not going to be absolute losers. They've got a second album coming soon, so keep your ears peeled for that. In the meantime, here's their not at all scary rocker, By Fright, absolutely on iTunes. Heather on isletunes, which in this case is not the Calluna vulgaris bloom that smells nice, though maybe that's why the quintet of Evan Martin, Colin Crowther, Jared Kenny, Cameron Menzies, and Peter Doucette describe their sound as a floral infusion of rousing rock and roll. You just heard their track Stoplights from their 2024 EP Nevermind Goodbye, which with any luck they won't be saying after the Music PEI Awards ceremony Saturday night that pits Heather against 20 Eyes, Gizmo, Overdrive, and Spacebud for the rock/loud recording of the year. Even if that happens, they would still be able to make a bouquet from their nominations, as last year they competed for Best Rock Album of the Year for their debut effort, Foundations. You wouldn't be able to throw a muscle anywhere on this island and not hit Todd McLean. That's how omnipresent the guy is around here. Music teacher, author, environmentalist, guitarist, and let's not forget purveyor of sexy time as he wails away with any number of artists on local stages. He's certainly appeared on tons of albums and put out his own, but last year Todd was moved to go in a different direction. His mother passed away, and while we all deal with that kind of grief in our own ways, Todd channeled it into music and created an instrumental album, Apricity, the title of which means the warmth of the sun in winter. I'm sure the warmth isn't just beaming down for you from the sun, Todd. This homage to his mom earned him a nomination for Music PEI's Instrumental Recording of the Year award, along with Aaron Camo, Andrew A. Melzer, In Echo, and Richard Wood. Here's the short but sweet catalyst for Todd's album, the aptly named January 18th, 2022, a day that will live in infamy on isletunes. Todd McLean, musically marking the day of his mother's passing, January 18th, 2022, on isletunes. Coming up, Music PEI Award nominees for Rap Hip Hop, R&B Soul, Music Video of the Year, and the Prix de l'Acadie. Usually I mark lots of other dates on the island calendar with This Week in PEI History, but I'm going to make my own history here by skipping that segment to cram more music into this special episode. You don't like it? Well, folk you! I say that because we're going to do a back-to-back foray into island folk here with two of the potential award winners who are nominated in its related categories. Let's start with traditional. You know the name Pendergast on the island because Michael Pendergast has been delighting audiences with his local stories set to music and kitty ditties for years. His son Shane has gone his own way, thank you Fleetwood Mac, by creating folk tunes with a more personal spin, channeling his insights and observations into his lyrics. It's not like he's never picked up a Music PEI Award before. In 2021, he won for Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. This time, the lead single for his new album, Winter Grace, is in a stack of envelopes for Traditional Roots Recording of the Year, along with Luca Hall, Richard Wood, and Vishten Connexion. If Shane's envelope is selected, he will be crossing the bridge into a win, and what do you know? That's the name of his award-nominated track. This is Crossing the Bridge from Shane Pendergast on isletunes.
I'm crossing the bridge, the summer is fading, the birds on the bay are bobbing around. I'm watching a gull come up with a starfish. He struggles a while, then gobbles it down. I'm crossing the bridge, my eyes looking upward, where fishermen's casts are caught on the line. They sway in the breeze up there on the gallows. The rusty old hooks are hanging like vines. I'm starting to see the gold in the grind. The wonder I lost came in with the tide. I'm lifting my gaze from out of the ditch, one step at a time. I'm crossing the bridge. I'm crossing the bridge, the foam on the shoreline is dancing a jig as light as can be. The smell of the salt is stirring my body, the chill in my bones beginning to flee. Starting to see the gold in the grind. The wonder I lost came in with the tide. I'm lifting my gaze from out of the ditch, one step at a time. I'm crossing the bridge. Crossing the bridge, the stars are arriving. The eels in the depths have come up to feed. The radiant moon is guiding me onward. I'm crossing the bridge, my spirit is free. I'm starting to see the gold in the grind. The wonder I lost came in with the tide. I'm lifting my gaze from out of the ditch, one step at a time. I'm crossing the bridge. I'm starting to see the gold in the grind. The wonder I lost came in with the tide. I'm lifting my gaze from out of the ditch, one step at a time. I'm crossing the bridge.
Hello, I'm Kinley, and you're listening to isletunes.
Turn the light, close the door. Looking at the ceiling from the floor. Sooner or later, it was gonna catch up with me. It's only failure if I don't feel everything. And when the ground falls beneath me, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna hold on to the edge for dear life. I'm gonna lay here in the dark. I'm gonna lay here in the dark. I'm gonna lay here in the dark until it gets light. I hear you call. You don't look like I thought you would at all. 'Cause love, you're all I have left in this unfillable night of emptiness. And when the ground falls beneath me, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna hold on to the edge for dear life. I'm gonna lay here in the dark. I'm gonna lay I can feel the wounds are opening. 'Cause love, you are everything. Oh, teach me how to bow when I am breaking. And when the ground falls beneath me, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna hold on to the edge for dear life. I'm gonna lay here in the dark. I'm gonna lay here in the dark. I'm gonna lay here in the dark until it gets light. Until it gets light. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Hard to believe this lady got discovered on a ferry.
Sometimes it just takes a ferry.
It's Tara McLean on isletunes with a selection from her most recent release, Lay Here in the Dark, which features on 2024's Live from My Hometown EP. Tara's nautical discovery indeed led to her first record in 1996, and she's laid down plenty more of her own since, not to mention two with her group Shay. A couple of years ago, she paired an album, Sparrow, with a book, Song of the Sparrow, which hit bestseller lists. It's hard to top that, but our bi-coastal environmental and social activist is a contender for this year's Music PEI Contemporary Roots Recording of the Year, as are Dylan Menzies, Lawrence Maxwell, Virsten Connexion, and Noah Malcolm. Oh! Lawrence Maxwell, old school style country crooner with a classic sound just accompanied by more modern lyrics. And Brooke MacArthur, herself a country darling who's been dropping singles since 2020 and strutted her stuff at the Cavendish Beach Music Festival. Like George Jones and Tammy Wynette before them, not to mention Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, Lawrence and Brooke got together last year to record a duet and took it a step further by illustrating it visually with a fun clip filmed on location at Old Home Week. That is why Brooke and Lawrence received a nomination for Music PEI's Music Video of the Year, which sees them facing off against Kinley, Virsten Connexion, Absolute Losers, and Hikado. Now, stay with me. The Videoized song you're about to hear has not only been recognized in this category, but also for Pop Recording of the Year and Custom Single of the Year. Separately, Lawrence was singled out for Contemporary Roots Recording of the Year, Entertainer of the Year, and Songwriter of the Year. If you're doing your math and not know Common Core, thank you very much, that means Lawrence Maxwell is up for no less than 6 Music PEI Awards this Saturday. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers! Here he is on isletunes with Brooke MacArthur, together duetting on What You See in Me.
I thought I knew what a smile was. I've been wearing one for so long, I almost forgot what's behind it. It's true, it was you that brought me out of my shell. Hell, look where it got me. A puddle in the ocean, muddling emotion. I've been known to go a little outside the lines. I'm fine this time, stop asking. Mr. Independent, I got good at pretending like, oh, I'm so scared, and oh, you don't care, and oh, I'm not used to love like this. But baby, I don't know what you see in me. I don't know what you see in me.
I thought I knew what a laugh was till you really brought it out of me.
so scared. And ooh, you don't care. And ooh, I'm not used to love like this, but baby, I can see it in your eyes, feel it in my bones. Still I can't find the right words to say, hiding all my thoughts and all the best parts of myself away. I don't know what you see in me. I don't know what you see in me. You're as pretty as a late June rose. Can't count the way I love you on my fingers and toes, 'cause I'm running out of real estate.
You're as bold as a big blue sky, stronger than the sun, soft as a child, tender in my mind.
It's finally time that we wake up to find what we've been hiding. Show me your heart, I'll show you mine. There ain't no shame in trying. I can see it in your eyes, feel it in my bones. I finally found the right words to say, sharing all our scars, the stories of our hearts written on the page. Now I know what you see in me. Now I know what you see in me.
Lawrence Maxwell and Brooke MacArthur, two great tastes that taste great together on this special 2025 Music PEI Awards nominees edition of isletunes. That's their joint effort, What You See in Me. Coming up, the Island artists competing for Music PEI's Pop Recording of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, and Natch Album of the Year. This is the point in the show where I let you know where to catch your fave local acts on stage in gigs to dig across Prince Edward Island. But again, I'm cramming 13 songs in this ep just for you instead of the usual 10. And y'all got busy lives. You don't want to be here for no 2 hours. Let's stick to the nominated songs this go round. Though, if you really want to witness some relevant shows, there's still time to get tickets for the big Music PEI Awards Gala tomorrow night. That's March 8th. Be there and you won't just see nominated artists rocking out. You'll find out who the winners are right there in your seat, and you won't have to wait to read about it like everyone else. That's the real swag, y'all. You might want to break out the umbrellas for this one. In 2016, Attleboro, Massachusetts native Joss Rayome came to PEI to study music at Holland College, and aren't we the lucky ones? Joss quickly established themselves as a session musician, live accompanist, and blues force in their own right, infusing their inspo absorbed from Aretha Franklin, Janis Joplin, and Tracy Chapman into their own releases since the first one came out in 2021. In January, Joss placed first in the category of solo duo at the International Blues Challenge in Memphis, Tennessee, only the hangout of Elvis people, and with that under their belt, Joss is now battling Funkster's LaFunk for this year's Music PEI R&B Soul Recording of the Year for this song. Did I not tell you to have those umbrellas handy? It's time to meet Mr. Rain, as forecasted by Joss Rayome on isletunes.
Hey, Mr. Rain, won't you come back on another day? Hey, Mr. Rain, let's get a deal, please won't you go away? I'll rake the leaves and I'll mow your lawn. I'll do the dishes and I'll write you a song. I'll take your motorbike and I just got one thing left to say. Hey, Mr. Rain, there's nothing left for you today. I paid my dues and I put in the time. I signed my name over every dotted line. I worked the overtime and worked down to the bone. And so, won't you leave me alone? Hey, Mr. Rain. Hey, Mr. Rain. Hey, Mr. Rain. Hey, Mr. Rain. Hey, Mr. Rain.
Hey guys, it's your boy Riot Flu, and you're listening to isletunes.
isletunes F-bomb alert!
Been through it all and seen a lot of bad things. So could leap to find my wings falling down the casket. I will ride through the fire, through defeat, my desire, my oh my. Through the crime, you wonder why I'm so inspired by these bad things, bad things, bad things, bad things. I'm addicted to these bad games. Bad things, bad things, bad things, bad games. I'm addicted to this cascade. I follow anomalies while I hop in the gutter without a habit in front of me. Gotta get it from my bones. Cause a part of me out of me looking up at the mockery that was brought up inside of me. Had to believe in the growth. I've been a moving, living my life in the booth. Picking apart the wicked with a bucket of truth. I've been so focused, but heaving off in the blue. Forgetting who's important to me now, going to you. But I'm not defined by the pain as of late. Riders of the island, the sunny and gray. And if you got issues, whatever you say. If you ain't with me, I'm honest and witty. I highly suggest get the fuck out my way. Found a way to make it through the pattern that I battle to paddle through all the adamant pattern one. I'm trying to find out where the hell I fit. Maybe I should sit back and focus on the motion. Ocean, oh shit. No more women in my life. Fuck the bar in the club like a renegade type. From the belly of a doll where they mitigate nice. Me and Merc hit the track, now we better take flight and go. Been through it all and seen a lot of bad things. So could leap to find my wings falling down the casket. I will ride through the fire, through defeat, my desire, my oh my. Through the crime, you wonder why I'm so inspired by these bad things, bad things, bad things, bad things. I'm addicted to these bad games. Bad things, bad things, bad things, bad games. I'm addicted to this cascade.
Copy, what up? Starcore, I see you, my boy. East Coast to West Coast. Let's fuck the game up. Like a temp on the back of this bitch. Tell these rappers that I ain't here to zap any fist. Get the back of these hands when I'm smacking your lips. Can't say too much or they might cancel a kid. I'm a rare breed. Mama said I need therapy. I've been on fire this year with a kerosene. Heard that song you dropped, it's embarrassing. Made me so sick to my stomach that I could barely eat. Hold up, we ain't gonna stop till the show done. Let me get my chips then dip, no old Dutch. Welcome to the gold rush. Knew that I would blow up. Watch me kill a rapper on stage like so what? Let me think, let me strategize. Like how the fuck you gonna swing when your hands are tied? I went and got a big bag, now I can't provide. I really had to manifest, I would fantasize. So the mansion I have now is castle size. I'ma stir up the syrup like Angemon. You ain't got no drip cause I ran you dry. Once I step in the booth, y'all can't survive. I'm controlling the game in no PS5 and I disordered the plane at the PEI. I'm in an Aston Martin now with Kavi. We pull up in your city and we crash the party. It's Mark.
Bad things, bad things, bad things, bad things. I'm addicted to these bad games. Bad things, bad things, bad things, bad games. I'm addicted to this cascade.
Playing some bad games on isletunes with Cavi spitting out the rhymes featuring a feature from BC rapper Mercules. Cavi's flows have gotten him on the Canadian hip-hop rap iTunes charts as well as an ECMA nomination last year. For 2025, the realization of his childhood fascination with the genre has netted him a nom for Word, Music PEI's Rap Hip-Hop Recording of the Year, which puts him in a literal rap battle with Braden V, D-Mix, and Norm Strangely. In 2013, when most of you guys were scrambling to get the iPhone 5, so quaint now, am I right? Dylan Menzies was busy getting his first album together, and dude was barely out of high school for real. As we've graduated to the iPhone 16, Dylan has upgraded his musical repertoire with several albums, culminating with his latest North American Dream Kid, which he released last September 6th, his 30th birthday, not coincidentally. He's a Virgo, in case you're wondering about compatibility. This is the record that's found Dylan compatible with nominations in the following Music PEI Awards categories: Album of the Year, Contemporary Roots Recording of the Year, Album Art of the Year, Entertainer of the Year, Pop Recording of the Year, and Songwriter of the Year, which sees Dylan showing down against Gizmo, Lawrence Maxwell, Noah Malcolm, and Whitney Rose. I saw Dylan at Music PEI's Grooves at the Guild show Tuesday night, and he told me he wouldn't mind winning just one of these trophies. What I should have told him is, if your work can snag you 6 nominations, you're definitely strong enough. It's Dylan Menzies' lead single, and you're hearing it here on iTunes. Elbows up!
If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a bit of a wreck. Some days I light up a street, but some days I'd rather be dead. And on days when I just can't breathe, from weight pressing down on my chest, I try to find some relief with what I say to myself. Strong enough to not give up, even when I feel like pouring rain. Strong enough to not give up, when I feel I just can't bear the weight. Strong enough to not give up, when all I wanna do is hide away. Strong enough to not give up, strong enough to not get in my way. Come back around, and I wish that I could flick a switch when I act like a clown and cut deep enough to be stitched. Can you call off the house? I know that I don't make any sense. I can't keep putting myself down, cause karma's enough of a bitch. And I'm strong enough to not give up, even when I feel like pouring rain. Strong enough to not give up, when I feel I just can't bear the weight. Strong enough to not give up, when all I wanna do is hide away. Strong enough to not give up, strong enough to not get in my way. Somewhere I lost my fire, somewhere I lost belief. I was born to be a fighter, now I can't concede. I feel just like a sailor, lost it on the seas, as desperate as a prisoner, with keys just out of reach. So close to being free, that it brings me to my knees. But I'm strong enough to not give up, even when I feel like pouring rain. Strong enough to not give up, when I feel I just can't bear the weight. Strong enough to not give up, when all I wanna do is hide away. Strong enough to not give up, strong enough to not get in my way. Not anymore. Sunny sunshine song for your honey. I think you need one. In the summertime we were singing a timeless anthem. Let's stay young and free for forever and be remembered. Living out our dreams every minute, or else whatever. Don't wanna race to the Complaining about people complaining, and you feel like you could turn into someone you don't feel like, but the plot never thickens. On the contrary, how does your garden grow?
Music PEI Pop Recording of the Year nominees for 2025, Pearly Gates, making us need at least SPF 60 for their track Sunny Sunshine Song on isletunes. That's the second of 3 singles released by the Charlottetown Quartet of Mark Palmer, Colin Buchanan, Roger Carter, and Chris Francis, following their 2023 record For Your Amusement. They say their music recalls kaleidoscopic pop, garage rock, and psychedelic 60s artifacts. Can you disagree? These Groovemeisters are sunning themselves in their category, trying to cast some shade on competitors Absolute Losers, Noah Malcolm, Dylan Menzies, and the duo of Lawrence Maxwell and Brooke MacArthur. Now, I don't know how janky translates in French, but I do know that's how Aubin puis la SAB describes their unique sound, one that combines rock, francophone fiddle, and country into even just one song. The SAB is Seacan Band, and founder Riel Gallant first got janky with it in Iqaluit. That's Nunavut, y'all. And when Riel came back to the island, he reinvented his band with PEI members to record their first album, Yusglel, in 2022. They call their live shows loud, funny, and full of energy, and you can already suss that out from the album alone. That's why Aubin puis la SAB is going up against Vichten Connexion and Sirene Matelot for this year's Prix de l'Acadie Award. They are sure to wake up votre derrière, and here's the opening track from their aforementioned album, whose title I actually don't need Google Translate to tell you about for once. This is Train, chugging down the track of this special episode of isletunes focusing on 2025's Music PEI Award nominees. All aboard! Tous à bord!
Your petit gaillard passé à train.
No, it ain't the Care Bears you know and love from the 80s, originally created solely for greeting cards by artist Elena Kacharik in 1981. Bet you didn't know that. I didn't either. It's Richard Wood and Care Bear Forever, his second of two odes to Wife Faye, included on his latest album, Richard Wood Live, An Evening of Celtic Music. What can I possibly tell you about this guy that you don't already know? I have to skip the accolades or we'll be here all day, but he mastered step dancing and then fiddle as a child, putting out his first album on cassette, mind you, in 1991. That's how long he's been transfixing audiences with his powerhouse performances, and that all leads up to where he is now. The live album I mentioned, which we'll see a part 2 in the not-too-distant future, has him up for Music PEI's Album of the Year, pitting him against absolute losers Dylan Menzies, Visten Connexion, and Dennis Ellsworth for that particular recognition. Not for nothing, Richard is also up for Achievement in World Music, Traditional Roots Recording of the Year, and Instrumental Recording of the Year. And if you're listening to this on March 7th, the day that sees its uploading, you will learn the identities of all of 2025's Music PEI Awards winners tomorrow night at the big awards gala at the Confed Center. I'll be there, say hello if you recognize me. That is in fact gonna do it for this nominee-centric episode of iTunes, but we're not done with the Music PEI Awards just yet. Hells to the no! I did just say something about winners, didn't I? Next Friday, it'll be an iTunes not to miss as I play his music from those winners. Yeah, I know. You don't have to thank me. But if you were of a mind to, you can donate through PayPal, link in the description. All fundage goes toward the care and feeding of your iTunes. Same holds true with monies that come from subscriptions on Patreon. $5 a month and you can get access to exclusive live clips of island performers. I shot some at Music PEI Award Week events, so look out for those to go up soon. And also expanded video interviews with PEI artists. Patreon.com/iTunes for that. And finally, there's iTunes merch, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and all. iTunes.creator-spring.com. Direct comments or suggestions to me at 902-807-4250 or amj@iletunes.ca. You can also support this here little podcast that could by liking it on social media, Facebook and Instagram and the like. I do post links to where you can buy the music you hear on the show too, so look out for those. If you want to hear your voice kicking off an episode with an Islanderism, use the aforementioned contact methods to send me a recording of yourself uttering one, like Jackie Robichaud did for this ep. Shout out to Dylan McPherson for subscribing to the iTunes YouTube channel. If y'all listen on that platform, you can do the same, which helps the algorithms and everything and all. And nothing says success like a happy algorithm. Musical contribution to the iTunes theme by Caitlin McCauley and John Hashem. Show concept by Rocky O'Neill. Coordination assistance by Jackie Robichaud. I'm Adam Michael James, and happy International Women's Day tomorrow. Without y'all ladies, we wouldn't even be here, a fact that gets buried under the patriarchy, and you know it's true. What's also true, as I am reiterating, is that iTunes will be back next week with songage from the winners of the Music PEI Awards, so make sure you come back for that and tell your friends that there's only one podcast that plays nothing but music from island artists. Yup, that's iTunes. I'll catch y'all next Friday, and remember, with all this 51st state and tariff nonsense, that ultimately freedom and democracy are stronger than fear and tyranny. You know it. Thanks for listening, PEI. See yous in 7.